Okay, hello and welcome back to yet another DJI Fridays. Today I will be talking about my experience for the first year of the FPV drone. Now, the FPV drone is not just an FPV drone, it's the whole system. You get the controllers, you get batteries, goggles, you get training apps, you get everything you need to get started on FPV. Now, I've owned all of this throughout a whole year, and I will be giving you my thoughts. I will be sharing with you an adventure in which I took this drone into Helphul's beach right here in Isabela. It is a very famous beach, and yeah, it is very risky flying there because it is very near the airport, and it is kind of on the borderline of the flight restriction area. But yes, I took the drone, and I know for a fact that it is safe to fly the drone there because when you are about to fly in a restricted zone, you have to register your drone on the FPV DJI FlySafe website, and before each and every flight I do check if I am under legal restrictions, if I am flying legally, because I don't want any problems with any fees that I've heard people getting $10,000 in just a single fee just for flying near a restricted area or something like that. So guys, let's begin with this adventure. This is another DJI Fridays that I am bringing you right now. And yes, we have been talking previous DJI Fridays about the Mavic 3 a ton. So today I want to dedicate this episode to the DJI FPV drone. Now, the DJI FPV drone is my version of it has taken quite the beating. It has been crashed around 4 to 5 times. I have to repair, I have to solder a new leg and tire with motors and stuff like that, because definitely it has taken some abuse, and it has a lot of wear and tear on it. So now I am here at Helphul's Isabela. It is a very famous beach. Right now today it's Wednesday and it's full. It's completely full. So I will be looking at what spot I might put my little share in and start flying this drone, because it is quite full, and I think that I will be on the eastern part of the beach, and I don't know if I have good signal right there. It's also the most windiest part of the beach. It's really windy right here, so it will definitely be an adventure, guys. So let's take off. Okay guys, so we are now ready to fly the FPV drone. As you can see, I am right here in El Pozo de Jacinto. It is a very beautiful place, here. It is the place with the most altitude, so I am looking for the best place to fly here with the best signal, and I guess this is the spot. I am in a really nice shade.
It is a very windy and hot day here in Isabela. So I have right here, let me show you guys. I have my FPV drone right there. Let me adjust lighting a little bit. Yes, okay, so I have the Mavic right there. And as you can see, it has the GoPro attached. One thing and one tip that I can give you guys when flying this setup is to always check that the angle of the GoPro and the camera on the FPV, which is right here, are at the same angle, because if not, you won't be capturing the best angle or the best footage possible. So guys, my GoPro is already beeping, so I will be getting it ready to fly at this beautiful location, and you will soon see and appreciate more of the landscape that we have here in this beautiful beach in Puerto Rico. Okay guys, so as you could see, it was quite the adventure, right? High winds, high velocity winds, high altitudes. The weather was beautiful, the colors were stunning. I really hope that I can get some good footage from this trip, because as you may have seen from those time lapses of me walking on the beach, I was really struggling. So here we are guys in Helphul, Isabela. I woke up early in the morning so I could get the best flying conditions. Yesterday the wind was very rowdy, so I am here for you to enjoy.
Okay guys, we are back in the office. Crazy days, right? At the first day, yes, I flew the drone, but I was not satisfied with how the footage came up. And even though I was recording with the GoPro Hero 10 attached to the drone in a setup, I have it right here like this. Yes, this drone is equipped with everything you need to get started in the FPV world. Now, why do I mount the GoPro Hero 10? Because, well, even though the drone has a 4K 60 camera, which shoots video at an impressive 120 megabits per second, I find that this camera is lacking in the dynamic range department. Yes, because even though it's 120 megabits per second, which is a little bit more higher than some other drones in the market, Well, the dynamic range, it seems that the size of the camera, the size of the sensor that this camera has, which is incredibly the same as the one in the DJI Mini 2, is not enough to produce clean shadows in that regard. And I have found that the GoPro Hero 10, or you could use the 9 or even the 8, can give you quite better results and will give you better looking footage each and every time you fly. Now, some of the things that I have encountered while flying this drone for over a year now is, first, the learning curve of FPV, because let's face it, you can buy this drone and you can fly it under manual, no, not manual, you can fly it under normal, you can fly it under sport mode, and it's just the same as flying your basic Mavic series or Mini series. But when you enter the manual mode, it is a whole another story, because the manual mode really unlocks the potential of this drone, and it really gives you a more immersive experience into that FPV world. Now, the way that the drone behaves is basically like a helicopter. Like you would see a helicopter, it uses propulsion from the button, but in this case, the drone can flip, it can do rolls, it can do all sorts of crazy movements, and if you are not experienced enough, yes, definitely you will crash. Now, in terms of durability, I have found that this drone, it resisted some soft crashes. I have had like soft crashes or very tall grass, like racing it, and it is just fine, it keeps flying. But when it comes to hard crashes, like let's say 15 feet in the air or 20 feet from 20 feet below, you will definitely experience damage with this drone. I have crashed like 3 times, and the 3 times I had to repair legs, I've had to repair motors. The last time that I crashed, 2 of the motors, the one in the right and the one in the back, but in the left, those 2 motors, they came off instantly. They were ripped off the mounts and the cables. So I had to purchase 2 different motors, 2 different legs, solder cables, and yes, get involved into a pretty much a lengthy repair. But it paid off because the drone, easy enough to fix, to my surprise. So if you're a person that likes to fix things by yourself, and you're kind of scared of getting one of these drones because you think that it will crash and you won't be able to fix it, don't be scared. You will definitely be able to fix it. There's enough tutorials and guides in the internet right now, especially in YouTube, that will allow you to fix this product right away. Now, that being said, I don't really think that this is a drone for beginners, because it is, first, it is quite expensive, and the second, it is considering the materials used, it is quite fragile. Now, it does come with a battery that will allow you for enough practice if you are really wanting to get into the FPV world. And yeah, its resale value, it's very nice. It hasn't depreciated enough to say that, yeah, buying this is like a waste of money. But it definitely can get you into get you more interested into flying FPV, or yeah, equally it can get you less interested because of the difficulty that you will encounter. Okay, so now, based on my year of use or abuse of this unit, yeah, what I can recommend is, if you can get one in really good state used, that will suffice. Because if not, yeah, you will be spending like $1,300 on a product. It will bring like 3 batteries for that price. It will most likely bring some kind of case or something, but if you are an image quality nerd or geek like me, you will be finding yourself wanting to use a GoPro Hero 10 or a GoPro because the quality from the camera, yeah, not the greatest. And another recommendation that I will give you guys is to check out the original Dobos mount if you are looking to mount a GoPro like this one or a DJI Action Cam into the drone, because this mount particularly, it's solid. It has like it is like a helmet right there at the very top, and it does provide more protection in case of a crash, in case of vibrations like heat. It is very tough, and even though that I've crashed like 3 to 4 times, yes, the last time I did lose my attachment for the GoPro, but it was only broken on the top part of the mount, because I tend to screw very hard, very tight the GoPro bolt right there. And yeah, I learned my lesson. Just tighten it where the GoPro doesn't move and leave it as is. But very sturdy mount. I really recommend you go check that on Etsy. And overall, yes, I do recommend that if you are trying to check the DJI FPV drone, you get some things like, for example, extra batteries. You should get extra batteries for your goggles as well, because those batteries, they do tend to have a lower battery life than even the batteries on the drone. The controller, I really like it. I really love it. It's really simplistic. DJI claims that it has 6 miles of range, and that must be like visible range on a very clear day, because if I were to tell the truth, that's a lie. It's no such thing as like 6 miles. Right on the footage from the beach, I was like at a mile away from the drone, and it was already like being disconnected or something. I don't know if one of the antennas or something is damaged on this unit because of the crashes, but yeah, definitely not 6 miles. Battery life, yes, the battery life claims on these drones, yeah, are true. You can get up to 20 minutes of flight time, which is incredible from an FPV drone. But if you're mounting a GoPro on top of the drone, that weight, yes, it comes at a price, because you will have like 10 minutes, or if you don't have any winds, you can reach up to like 14 to 12 minutes of flight time right there. On my experience back on Isabela, it was really windy. It was terrible wind conditions for the drone. The day was sunny, the climate was beautiful, except for the winds. The winds were, yeah, gusts of winds. Even though that I woke up very early today, to be exact, I woke up very early, and I was having a little bit of wind issues, but not as bad as the first day, as you may have seen from the footage that I just put up. So guys, to finish up the video, would I recommend that you guys get the DJI FPV drone? So if you like or like seeing those FPV cinematic videos, and you would want to incorporate like footage like that into your projects, into your paid work, definitely this drone, yes, it deserves to be looked at because of its ease of use. It brings all the stuff that you need. The batteries are intelligent, so that means no fiddling with batteries, cables, difficult to use chargers or anything. So the ease of use is the main reason of why I would recommend a drone like this. But if you are into acro mode, into full acro, like split S movements, crazy stunts or thing like that, maybe if you want to start like learning, but definitely if you are a more advanced user that have owned FPV drones, more hardcore FPV drones in the past, yeah, I think that you will find that this is a little bit like a flying potato for your taste. So guys, if you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. I would recommend that you guys subscribe and consider liking this video if you have found something of value here. So till the next one.